All those in favor, please state aye. Any opposed? All right.
All right, thank you. That's all we had listed, Mayor. We'd like an executive session to discuss litigation. Shouldn't take too long.
Okay. We've got no public agenda this evening, and so we'll move into the city manager's agenda. And we have Mrs. Goodwin.
Okay. Mayor, thank you. The first item on the city manager's agenda is requesting approval to enter into a written agreement with NeighborWorks Columbus to award home funds in the amount of $123,442.14 for the acquisition and rehabilitation of a single-family housing unit to resell to an income-eligible household. These set-aside funds are from a 2008 grant allocation that was not utilized and must be committed prior to September 30th of this year.
All right. Is there a motion related to this approval? Motion, is there a second? Is there any discussion? I know we have folks from NeighborWorks.
And Laura McCool here is
Laura's here as
the
well.
division manager.
Okay. Seeing no discussion, all those in favor, please state aye. Oh, any opposed? Okay. I'm sorry, I'll cue it up next time if I can get it to work here. Go ahead.
Okay. Item 2 is also requesting approval to enter into a written agreement with NeighborWorks Columbus to award $252,624 for the Columbus Cottage program, which will demolish and reconstruct 4 housing units for low-income elderly homeowners currently living in substandard housing.
We've got a motion for approval and a second. Is there any discussion related to this item? Seeing none, if you would, please record your votes electronically. All right, and it passes. Thank you.
Okay. Item 3 is requesting approval to enter into a written agreement with the Open Door Community House for home funds that will be awarded for in the amount of $262,350 to administer a tenant-based rental assistance program that will provide rental assistance for 15 individuals or families.
We've got a motion for approval, and there's a second. Any other discussion? Seeing that there's none, please record your votes electronically. All right, and it passes.
Item 4 is requesting approval to submit an application for a GEMA grant in the amount of $32,000.
We've got a motion and second to approve item number 4. Is there any discussion related to this item? What's that? Okay. Well, since we have a motion and second on and conclude discussion on 4, let's go ahead and cue that up to vote, and then I'll take that as a new motion. Please record your votes electronically on item number 4. And we got one more, if somebody needs to push. Let's see, who's missing here? Okay, there we go. All right, and then now Councilor Davis to item 5. And a second. Any discussion related to this item? Seeing that there's none, please record your votes electronically. Looks like one more. Must be a button stick in there. Okay, great. Thank you all. Next to purchases. We've got a request to approve purchases, which is item 6. Is there a second? Okay, there's a second. These purchases include fire apparatus with loose equipment for fire EMS, an ambulance for fire and EMS, Victory Drive intersection improvements, Chevrolet Impalas pursuant to the Georgia statewide contract, and a pickup truck pursuant to the Georgia statewide contract. Is there anyone want to pull these items for discussion? Seeing no such request, please record your votes electronically on the purchases. And one more. I don't know why it is, but somebody's having. There we go. Okay, and that's approved. Anything further? All right, that concludes the city manager's agenda, and so we will then go into the clerk's agenda. Madam Clerk.
Madam Mayor and Council, on the clerk's agenda, item 1 is a memorandum from me recapping those issues that took place during the Board of Honors meeting. 2, 3, and 4 are biographical sketches of individuals who are interested in serving on our Region 6 Advisory Council, as well as Councilor Thomas' nominee for the Board of Water Commissioners. 5 through 8 are temporary street closing applications of various events throughout the city. They have already been approved by the police department. It's for the council's information. 9 is a resolution to excuse Mayor Pro Tem.
We've got a motion and second for approval. All those in favor, please state aye.
Item 10, this is a letter of resignation.
We've got a motion. Is there a second? And a second. All those in favor of the resignation being accepted with regrets, please state aye. We've got a motion and second that the minutes be received. All those in favor, please state aye.
On our board appointments, as I stated, Councilor Thomas is nominating Ms. Rebecca Rumor. We'll bring this back at our next meeting. On the Convention and Visitors Board of Commissioner, Ms. Shelley Dean has been nominated. She can be confirmed.
We've got a motion for confirmation. Is there a second? All those in favor, please state aye.
On our Taxi Cab Commission, Ms. Gloria Brown is eligible to serve. You're renominating? Okay. And then Ms. Jody Sears, we're still working, and we also are working on recommendations for Mr. Billy Kraft's seat. On our Youth Advisory Council.
Wait, hold on. I think we have Councilor Henderson.
And I know I'm probably putting my foot in my mouth because I just didn't read it thoroughly. But it seems to me that we had a publication saying that the taxi cabs, to some degree, were going to be regulated by the state now.
I believe we are going to have that.
I just wondered if this had any impact or if it made our taxi cab commission
obsolete.
Yes.
Yeah, I think actually, I know that the city attorney's been working on that. The assistant city attorney has a presentation, I believe, and a memo. Would you want to speak to what's coming anyway? It's going to be addressed, I know.
Okay.
Well, I think...
well, I guess my question, does it impact what we're doing with the nominating? Yes.
Not appointment, but it will have substantive changes in the way
in their authority.
Taxi cabs are inspected, et cetera.
Okay.
But the appointment of the commission, it won't affect that.
Okay. I just want to prove I read that stuff you send us.
Right.
All right. Good. Let's see now. Where were we? Were we voting on something, or are we moving on to youth advisory?
Yes. On our Youth Advisory
Okay.
Council, we have the nominees for District 1, Joanne Johnson. District 3, Josiah Robinson. District 7, Taylor Witten. District 8, Mary Chin. And for the mayor, Kayla Mims. They can all be confirmed.
Got a motion for confirmation. Is that a second? A second. All those in favor, please state aye. Great.
That's all I have, Madam Mayor.
Wonderful. Well, we have a request for an executive session related to litigation. Is there a motion to go into executive session? Is there a second? All those in favor, please state aye. Great. We are headed into executive session. Please clear the chambers. Thank you. All right, we are back out of executive session, and so at this time, there being no further business, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn, and there is a second. All those in favor, please state aye. All right, great. We will see you next week, or excuse me, in 2 weeks at our proclamation session. Thank you all.